questions from people online, and there are a few things they wanted to know about you. So the first thing is, what's the first thing you do when you wake up?
When I exercise, when I wake up, I have a gym out there. I go into the gym and I do some exercise for half an hour. Yeah.
So do you have any specific routine that you are used to?
Yeah, I wake up, do freshening up, then come out, do a little gym, come back, shower, and go and have breakfast.
What's the one thing that you can't leave the house without?
But without greeting my wife. That's the first thing I do.
That's cool.
Okay? Yes.
Is there any one thing that you are very sure Kenyans don't know about you?
I don't know. I think most Kenyans know me because they've been with me for a very long time. Yes.
And maybe some Kenyans might be wondering, does Baba really cook in his house?
What?
Does Baba really cook in his house?
Oh, yes, sometimes I do on Sundays. They'll tell you sometimes I make breakfast.
What's your favorite meal to cook?
Because this breakfast I loved when I was a young man, a student in Germany. It's called Bauernfrühstück. That is a peasant breakfast. Yeah. It basically consists of eggs and potatoes and some bacon. Yeah.
If you were to go to a kibanda today, what would you order?
I'll go a cup of tea.
A cup of tea.
Yes.
That's good. What's the most memorable moment of your life?
Very memorable in terms of adversity. I was in the high seas during the missile crisis of 1962. And we nearly got bombed by a warship. That is something that has remained etched in my mind throughout my life.
What kind of music do you love listening to? And if there's any Kenyan artist you're listening to right now, who would that be?
Well, there are several music that I love. I love classic music. And I used to be a fan of reggae, as you know that. And also some classics. I'm an addict of Harry Belafonte in those days. But I also like the other young Kenyan artists who play today. I sometimes sing with my grandchildren. Right.
Do you know any Kenyan artists?
Of course, I know very many. Yeah.
Who is your top 3 favorites, maybe? If you have any.
I don't want to give a preference because they're all my good.
I think, Baba, you are playing safe. Okay, maybe who was the last Kenyan artist you listened to?
I've been listening to most of the artists. I don't want to pinpoint a particular one.
Okay, as we wind up, what would you tell your 25-year-old self?
25-year-old, because that is at the time when somebody is finished education and is starting life properly, like beginning. So it's advised them to be responsible because at that time there's a lot of temptation. The time when most people make decisions to pair, to get married, and just to be careful because life is a challenge. And once you made a decision, you have to live with it. throughout the rest of your life. So just be careful. And secondly, we live in very challenging times. The economy is hard right now, but people need to work hard in order to be able to make ends meet. Yeah. So my advice is caution, and dedication and honesty is my best advice to the young people.
Is there anything you will do differently if you were to turn back the years?
I don't regret my life. I've lived the best way, and of course, we have made mistakes. But mistakes, as you know, they say are human. There's a Latin say that errare humanum est. There are challenges in life which you meet as you move on. Sometimes you say, maybe I might have done this way. But at the end of it, I think there's no regret, because life is not perfect. It's not perfect at all. It's an experiment.
Final question. What message do you have to Kenyans right now, especially young people?
Kenyans are going through a very difficult period right now. The times are very hard. The economy is in bad shape. Some families cannot make ends meet. They cannot put 2 meals on the table on a daily basis. But there's a saying that the darkest hour is before dawn. And I want them to keep hope alive that better times are ahead of us. And I'm sure that at the end of the day, the Kenyan spirit shall prevail and things will be better in the future.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.